the chase and the hunt.
안녕하세요 여러분.
고품격
한국 문화 방송
프렌치 호떡의 이제
소민입니다.
감사해요. 지금 바람이 느껴지니? 돌풍이 불고 있어. PSG에서 엄청난 활약을 보여줬던 이강인 선수가 지금 에이시안컵에서 또 날아오르고 있잖아.
Il est extrêmement présent dans la presse française, effectivement. Lee Kang-in est en train de devenir une star.
2조 조별리그 바레인이랑 대한민국 첫 번째 경기에서 이강인 선수가 멀티골을 기록하면서 3대1 정말 극적인 승리를 또 거뒀지.
눈물이 났어.
한국이랑 요르단 경기에서 물론 답답하고 실망한 부분도 있었어. 근데 막 허리도 아파 보이고 그러는데 최선을 다해서 뛰는 모습이 마음이 아프더라고. 이 전 영상을 보시면 저희 마음이 얼마나 찢어졌는지
Voilà.
느끼실 수 있을 거예요.
Voilà.
하지만 과거는 과거일 뿐
Bien sûr.
우리에겐 앞으로 나아갈 미래가 있다.
Bien sûr. Mais comme on dit en français, c'est le calme avant la tempête. Pas tonneul. We are here to talk about the banning of the French press about the Asian Cup, but 특히 about Lee Kang-in.
PSG 아들이니까.
Ouais.
우리나라 한국이다.
Even me, I was really surprised. I didn't expect that much articles. Almost all the biggest newspaper covered something about Lee Kang-in and the Daehanminguk team in Asian Cup. Because the thing is, right now in the world, there are as well the Cup of African Nations at the same time as the Asian Cup, which is so 아쉽다. Why such genuine events there have to be at the same time? I don't know. The thing is, in France, people have way much more quenching to the African Cup than the Asian Cup. So a couple of people and articles are saying that the Asian Cup is being shadowed by the African Cup. That's why I wasn't really expecting much articles. 그래도 a lot of articles about Lee Kang-in and especially about his performance against Bahrain.
오늘 영상이 저희한테도 굉장히 뜻깊은 게 제작 지원을 받았습니다.
Yes.
어디에서?
어디에서?
그게 뭐야? Surf?
Surf.
Shark!
Surfshark.
Surfshark.
La raison pour laquelle on est toujours très content de travailler avec Surfshark, c'est que nous-mêmes on l'utilise depuis 3 ans. Et Surfshark, c'est donc pour moi l'entreprise qui propose le meilleur VPN possible. Et c'est d'ailleurs grâce à ce VPN que nous pouvons regarder sur Coupang la Coupe d'Asie, par exemple.
Surfshark VPN이 있으면 세계 방방곡곡을 라인을 타고 쉽게 여행을 할 수 있다.
맞아.
클릭 한 번에.
It's very useful mostly for buying online. For Black Friday, you can buy from Miguk, so it's cheaper. And you can watch pretty much all the Netflix catalog of every country. I love it.
전 서프샤크가 없었으면 정말 많은 한국 콘텐츠들을 놓쳤을 거예요. 프렌치 호떡이 정말 직접 3년 동안 사용해온 그 VPN, 서프샤크 여러분에게도 추천합니다. 강력 추천.
Yes, 강하게.
VPN은 한국 IP 주소를 다른 나라 IP 주소로 바꿔 전 세계 어느 나라든지 가상으로 여행할 수 있게 합니다. 서프샤크는 100개국이 넘는 나라에 3,200개 이상의 서버를 보유하고 있습니다.
세상에.
여러분 넷플릭스 많이들 보시죠? 한국에는 아직 공개되지 않은 세계의 수많은 영화나 드라마 그리고 TV쇼를 간단하게 접속해서 볼 수 있습니다. VPN은 무료나 공용 와이파이를 사용할 때 사용자의 개인정보를 보호하는 데 도움이 됩니다.
안전보장.
프로모션 코드 호떡을 입력하면 최대 6개월 무료 이용 혜택까지.
와우.
뭐 서프샤크가 있으면은 프랑스로 딱 접속해가지고 프랑스에서 이강인 선수에 대한 어떤 아티클이 있고 사람들이 온라인 정말
맞아,
직접적으로 어떻게 반응하는지 프랑스어를 공부하시면서 현지 기사를 또 접할 수도 있다는 거죠. 어떤 기사가 있었어?
Iltan, I was really surprised by all the headlines that were about Lee Kang-in. A lot of headlines of the biggest newspaper in France. There was 2 different type of headlines. First, before the Asian Cup, telling people that mostly Lee Kang-in, Son Heung-min, and as well Hwang Hee-chan. These 3 players now also in the French press. Honestly, most of the headlines were about the amazing goals that Lee Kang-in put against Bahrain. So many articles were describing these goals as wonderful.
우리 전 영상에 어떤 분이 댓글 주셨는데 이강인의 첫 번째 골은 메시 같았고 두 번째 골은 음바페 같았다. 그 정도로 개인의 역량, 스킬이 없으면 만들어낼 수 없는 그림, 무에서 유를 창조한 슈팅을 보여줬다.
I really think in these 2 goals, he really showed very different skills of his. Of course, the dribble skill, but as well the adaptation and the long shooting. For me, a player that has these 2 skills, he can do everything. And I think Lee Kang-in actually is really popular in France, mostly because he's very humble. That's what I felt from the French comments. And there is actually a very cute interview of him where he says that he's learning a lot from other players. People don't only see him as a 선수, but as well as someone very kind and human. I think that's why Lee Kang-in is really popular in France.
축구장 밖에서 사람으로서도 너무 많은 걸 배우고 있고 흥민이 형뿐만이 아니라 다른 선수들한테도 배울 점이 너무 많기 때문에 제가 더 좋은 선수가 되려고 많이 노력하는 것 같고 또 소속팀에 있다 보면 은바페 선수뿐만이 아니라 다른 선수들도 너무 좋은 부분이 많기 때문에 그 부분에서 많이 배우려고 하는 것 같아요.
Even though the Asian Cup 관심 별로 안 받고 있어 in France, it was really 신기해 for me to see that articles were talking about the history as well of South Korea in the Asian Cup, what the 감독 was thinking, the point of view and everything. It was actually interesting, especially about Korean team. But mostly the articles were really about Lee Kang-in and the performances and the statistics. All the articles are really giving a lot of compliments to Lee Kang-in. Is it because he's in the PSG and I don't know, but it's only about Lee Kang-in. And the very cute thing as well is that a lot of tweets, even before the Asian Cup started, some tweets were 응원하고 있었어, Lee Kang-in. What I discovered actually while reading the articles is that people seem to be aware in France of the tension between Ilbon and Hanguk. Some tweets and pieces of articles were kind of 건드리고 있었어, Ilbon. So obviously a lot of tweets about the goals of Lee Kang-in. People were crazy on Twitter.
그리고 사실 슈팅도 슈팅이지만 이강인이 평소에 보여준 그 드리블, 패스 능력 이게 또 어마어마하잖아.
A lot of French people noticed actually. Not only about the goals, but the performances and especially with the dribble and the passes.
사실 실망스러운 부분이 많이 있었다. 화내지 말고. 수빈아, 칼무트와 이 스테이지에서 대한민국 아시안컵 우승 가능하겠습니까?
가능해. But Susin, I got too disappointed at Kuban that I really liked. Kuban
너무 결정적인
c'est trop.
찬스를.
C'était trop. I cannot say that Korea played well. That's why I'm a bit upset. If we lose a game that was a good game, but we were just not good enough, then we did our best. 잘했어, 근데 졌어, 괜찮아. But a lot of mistakes from Korea. Jordan, I don't think they play well, and I don't like the way they play. They really play 더럽게, in my opinion.
아, 그거 넘어져서 많이 일어나는 거
voilà,
진짜.
the Hollywood action 같은 거, voilà. Bref, but I know Korea could have done better, so I was feeling 화가 나 for this.
어빌리티를 맥시멈으로 보여주지 않았다.
Voilà, just my 기분이 아직 안 풀렸어.
넌 이강인 선수의 가장 큰 매력이 뭔 것 같아?
Like a lot of people might think, he looks very pure and eager to learn, which is being very humble. And of course, 잘해. Like if you're humble and you're not 잘해, it's not being humble, it's being lame. He's really good, but I can feel humility, I can feel his passion. I love his gameplay, like his style of playing is so elegant and light, so smart. He sees well the field around him. He doesn't play for himself, he's always giving an opportunity to the team. I don't know, for me, he's the perfect player, honestly. And the fact that he's super young, so in 5, 6, 7 years, for me, he's gonna become as good as the biggest player that we know. Kimina, when I watch him play.
정말 집중해서 보게 되는.
But Hwang In-chan is the same. I have the same, and Kim Min-jae as well, I love him. While Kang-in, he has this 순수한 느낌 that I like as well.
아시안 최초의 발롱도르를 수상하는 선수가 되지 않을까? 그렇게 예상해 봅니다.
Voilà 여러분.
할 말 있어? 그럼 좀 말해봐.